Hello everyone, you are watching Average Joe Video. I'm Joe, and in today's video, we are going to talk all about Toyota's factory extended warranty. So if you are in the market to purchase a new Toyota, you don't want to miss this. Let's get into it. The first thing I want to mention is that my wife and I currently own two Toyotas. We have a 2020 Toyota Tundra, and we have a 2022 Toyota Highlander Hybrid. We actually have a Toyota Platinum warranty on both of these vehicles, and both vehicles have had successful claims. And we're going to talk about that in a minute. When you go to the dealership and you are finalizing the purchase of your new Toyota, keep in mind that in the finance office, you are more than likely going to be offered third-party warranties. What do I mean by third-party warranties? Those are warranties that are not directly backed by Toyota. This video is specifically referencing the warranties that are backed by Toyota. That's why I'm calling them the Toyota factory warranty. In fact, after you purchase your new Toyota, if you give it a little bit of time, you'll end up getting junk mail from a company that says your warranty is about to expire and expensive components won't be covered. Those are all scams. We've all dealt with that if you've purchased a new car within the last 5 to 10 years. Those are not official Toyota warranties. So let's go ahead and let's start answering some basic questions about the Toyota warranty before we get into what it has covered. The first question is, when can you purchase the Toyota extended warranty? You can actually purchase the Toyota extended warranty as long as your vehicle is less than 3 years old and it has 36,000 miles or less. Once you pass the mileage threshold or the time threshold, your vehicle will no longer be eligible for the Toyota factory extended warranty that I'm going to be reviewing in this video. A follow-up question is, when should you purchase the extended warranty? Personally, I would purchase the extended warranty either in the finance office of the dealership where you're purchasing your new Toyota, or at a different dealership within a very short period of time after purchase. And here's why I say that. The obvious reason is if you're financing your Toyota and you want to be able to roll the cost of the Toyota factory-backed extended warranty into your loan, you can do that at the time of purchase. You won't be able to do that later. You would have to either refinance the vehicle or find another means for paying for that warranty. Additionally, if you wait until later to purchase the extended warranty, there is a very good chance that it's going to cost more than it does at the time of purchase. And that's simply just because of inflation, and we all know the costs are skyrocketing on everything. So that's one of the reasons why my recommendation is purchase it in the finance office, but do your homework. You do not have to purchase the extended warranty from the dealership where you purchased your new Toyota. You can call around in advance, get some price quotes, and then you also have that to be able to tell the finance person, hey, I can get this at a different dealership for this price. Can you match that? Can you possibly beat it? And if they're not able to, well, then you can go to a different dealership. Again, just be aware that you won't be able to roll that into your loan. This is also a great time. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel. And if you find this video helpful, be sure to click that like button. I really appreciate it. So the next question is, what specific factory warranty options are available? Toyota refers to them as VSAs. That stands for Vehicle Service Agreements. And there are essentially 3 tiers of this agreement that are available for purchase. You can purchase the Platinum, which is what I always purchase. You can purchase the Gold, and you can purchase Powertrain. Obviously, Platinum is going to cost the most when compared to the other 2 tiers, but Platinum also offers further coverage. On any of the tiers, you get to choose your mileage. At the time of filming this, I believe the longest warranty you can get in terms of time and mileage is 10-year, 125,000 miles. Keep in mind, the mileage starts from the time the vehicle is put in service. So in other words, if you purchase your warranty, for example, after 1 year and you have 12,000 miles on your vehicle, that doesn't mean if you put a 100,000 mile warranty on it, you get to have warranty until 112,000. It doesn't work like that. So it is actually running in conjunction with your factory warranty for the initial 3-year 36,000, and it's running in conjunction with your powertrain warranty for the initial 5-year $60,000. So make sure you're aware of that. The other thing is you get to choose whether or not you would like to have a deductible. Personally, I always choose a $0 deductible. The options are usually a $0 deductible or a $100 deductible. The price difference between a plan that has a $100 deductible versus a $0 deductible is only $100. I look at that $100 as that's peace of mind that if I have to make any claims, I don't have to keep paying $100. It's only saving me $100 up front, but by taking that $100 deductible option, if you would have multiple warranty claims, you're going to have to keep paying $100. So it just isn't worth it to me, and that's what we've always done is purchase the $0 deductible plans. The next question is, what does the Toyota extended warranty actually cover? And I am not an attorney. I do not work for Toyota. This is simply based on my opinion and my own personal experience. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave a link in the description below so that you can go to Toyota's website and check out all of this information for yourself. I will tell you that Toyota does cover a lot of the components on your vehicle. If you are purchasing a hybrid vehicle, you need to know that the Toyota extended warranty does not cover the hybrid battery. And the reason why is because hybrids manufactured from 2020 and later have a 10-year, 150,000-mile battery warranty. So if you were thinking, well, I'm going to purchase the extended warranty just so it covers the battery, it's not going to cover the battery because that's already covered. You need to keep in mind, though, there's a lot more electronics, obviously, that can fail aside from the battery itself. Something as simple as an inverter could cost $5,000 or $6,000 to replace or to repair. So that's one thing that you want to keep in mind if you are purchasing a hybrid vehicle. Another important note is that the Toyota Extended Warranty provides you with 24/7 roadside assistance. And this can be very beneficial because perhaps you already have roadside assistance on your vehicle insurance policy that would allow you to potentially drop that. So what exactly did the Toyota Platinum Warranty pay for on this Tundra? So about a month ago, I was driving, and every time I made a left-hand turn, I heard a horrible grinding noise on the driver's side rear wheel. And I could tell that's where it was coming from. And it would get worse, and then periodically it would kind of go away. And I thought, well, it sounds like it could be brake-related, but I'm not sure. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually play a clip of that video. It's not going to be the same resolution as this one. It's actually from an older GoPro that I fastened to the side of my truck because I want you to see firsthand and hear, more importantly, firsthand what was actually happening. So as you can hear in the video, that's the grinding noise that I was experiencing. I took my truck to the Toyota dealer. The Toyota dealership called me back and said, well, it turns out the backing plate on your rear brake is actually making contact with your rotor. And in order to resolve this, you're going to have to essentially have the back part of the rotor grinded down, whatever you want to call it. I apologize, I'm not an automotive technician. In order to avoid it making contact with the backing plate. And I had asked at the time, is it possible for me to simply just put new rotors on? Would that eliminate the issue? And I was informed that that will not eliminate the issue because the problem comes down to the backing plate. The backing plate is severely corroded. So after getting off the phone with the dealership, I thought more about it. I dug out my warranty, and the warranty specifically calls out rear backing plates. So I called the dealership back. I informed them, hey, this Platinum warranty I have says they cover backing plates. Could you look into this for me? They're always very helpful. They went ahead, they looked into it, and they got back to me, and they said, well, there's a small problem. The problem is, in order to replace the backing plates, we have to remove the rear wheel bearings. And unfortunately, the rear wheel bearings, once you press them out, you cannot reuse them. You have to replace the rear wheel bearings as well. And so the warranty wasn't going to be able to cover the rear wheel bearings, but if I paid for just the cost of the bearings, they would go ahead and take care of covering everything else. So as I'm thinking about it further, I thought this doesn't sound right, because obviously if they're willing to pay to replace the backing plates, they should know that everything that is in the way of the backing plate, essentially, that has to be disassembled, that should be part of the process. I called up Toyota Financial Services, which again is the company that manages the warranty. I spoke with a representative there, and he asked me what was going on. I explained everything in about 5 or 10 minutes. He said, give me a minute. He got back on the phone within 5 minutes, and he said, you know what? It's not a problem. A different rep was working on this call with your dealership, and they weren't aware of it, but it is actually covered. So we're going to go ahead and give the dealership authorization to cover that repair. We will pay for the wheel bearings. So what ended up happening is the Platinum warranty paid for 2 new backing plates as well as 2 new rear wheel bearings. Now, if you're not familiar, obviously, with dealership prices, it can get very expensive, but the total bill that the Platinum warranty covered on this truck is $3,032.91. That's how much it cost to replace both backing plates as well as both rear wheel bearings in order to get to those backing plates, all covered by the warranty, which has a $0 deductible. Now, I will say that, yes, I had to make that extra phone call. Would I have paid that money to replace the backing plates if I didn't have the warranty? No. But this is an example of how the Toyota Platinum extended warranty will follow through. They don't try to get out of claims. I truly believe that the first representative just had an oversight, because when I called in myself, it wasn't even a big deal. The gentleman I spoke with was very helpful, and he authorized it right away. The other thing that's worth mentioning, I don't have to front any of that money. I didn't have to pay a dime. The dealership gets an authorization number from Toyota, and then they take it from there. I don't have to pay anything unless, of course, I would have opted for the $100 deductible. So that's another advantage to purchasing the factory warranty versus a third-party warranty. Oftentimes, a third-party warranty will make you pay costs up front, and then you have to seek reimbursement. And it's very easy for them to get out of reimbursing you, because now the dealership or the repair shop has already been paid. They got their money, so they're really not interested in it. And now it's between you and this third-party warranty company, which tries to get out of everything. Okay, what about claim number 2? And this claim is on my 2022 Toyota Highlander Hybrid. So I had an issue where the lift struts for the rear tailgate, they seemed to be sticking. At least one side did. So it seemed to be the passenger side rear, but I really couldn't tell. Once again, I did take a video of this. This time I used my phone, but I'm going to go ahead and play that video for you. And you can see, you can even hear it's kind of, I don't want to say skipping, but it's just not raising correctly. It seems like it's binding in some way. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to let you see that real quick. Okay, so as you can see, that was the problem that I experienced. I took the vehicle to my Toyota dealership. I explained the problem. They contacted Toyota's extended warranty. Not a problem at all. It was completely covered. I do not have the exact dollar figure in front of me, but I know that it was between $800 and $900. Now, you may be wondering, okay, but what do these warranties cost? For the Highlander, I believe the warranty price was $1,100. So right now, I still didn't break even yet. And for the truck, I actually was able to get the Platinum warranty for free. And the way I did that is I had a problem with a previous model Tundra, and they offered me a warranty as kind of a goodwill. They said, we'll give you a warranty on this, or at your option, you can save that warranty credit until you purchase another Toyota vehicle, and it just all worked out. So I applied that warranty credit to this truck. It has a 7-year, 100,000-mile Platinum warranty. The Highlander, on the other hand, we purchased a 6-year, 100,000-mile Platinum warranty. It's really just a matter of thinking about your mileage. We drive the Highlander way more than we do the truck, so I knew that 100,000 miles would be correct for the 6-year time span. Well, I hope you found this video helpful, and I hope if you're in the market to purchase a new Toyota, you definitely give some strong consideration to purchasing a Toyota factory-backed warranty. If you currently have a Toyota warranty, I would be interested in hearing about your personal experience. Did you need it yet? If so, what for? What did they pay for? Perhaps what did they deny in terms of a claim? Leave that in the comments below so that we can all read through it and be better informed consumers. Again, you're watching Average Joe Video. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel and give this video a like. I greatly appreciate it. Thanks for watching.